he owes me $300. Girl, help, please. And they both don't know I'm dating other people, so I feel bad. The best thing about making a mistake is that you get to fix it. Simple. Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's Mikai McDermott, and today we are getting into the dilemmas. I asked you to message me on Instagram all your problems, and we are going to talk about them together and find some solutions for you, because that is what we do on this channel. We're going to do a soft but sexy glam today whilst we chat. Let's go. This is the MAC Studio Radiance Primer. It's very illuminating. It's literally called Illuminating Silky Primer. So yeah. The first question is, my friend is upset but hasn't addressed it. I don't feel like being the bigger person. Help. If you don't feel like being the bigger person, do you value the friendship? Does your friend value the friendship? Because if neither of you want to address something that's wrong, then it sounds like you're not like very good friends, if that makes sense. Because I just feel like if I have an issue with any of my friends, I will say, like, my really good true friends, I will say, like, I'm having a problem and we're gonna talk about it. Like, you did something that upset me, or if I've done something that's upset them, I feel like we say, and that's how you have like a good strong friendship. This is Studio Fix Fluid. I feel like she is very slept on, but I always go back to her for some reason. I'm in the shade NC47. So yeah, I feel like if that's really your friend, to the point where like you're literally asking me what to do, you obviously care about them. So you should tell them, like, I know something's off. You need to be honest, like, what's up with you? And if they don't want to address it with you, then I think you have to sort of evaluate if this person really wants you in their life. Because if somebody has a problem with you and they don't want to say, like, why wouldn't you say? We're all grown, like, nobody, you know what I mean? Like, nobody's gonna fight you because you're a grown up. That's the best thing about it. Next question is, I'm struggling to get back into dating. It's been 2 years since my last situationship. I want love. Okay, well, your intentions are very clear. Like, you want to date again, you want to get back out there. And I think people underestimate how vulnerable you need to be if you are going to start dating. I think people will position dating as like really, really fun and really lighthearted, which it can be. Like, it can be fun. It should be fun, to be honest. But it's also very serious, especially if you're dating with the intention of like being with the person, like being long term. So I think it's good that you're being intentional about what you want, but it also sounds like you need to heal from your situationship and whatever went on there to be able to like move forward. Maybe you're not over it, because I don't think about my ex. Do you know what I mean? I feel like if you are properly over something, you don't really think about it. It doesn't come up for you when you're looking for a new romantic engagement. So maybe you need to do some healing, girl. This is my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Next up, am I weird for noticing that someone sent me an iMessage on my birthday but wishes other people happy birthday via IG stories? I'm not like, I don't really care about birthdays that much. Like, I'm not the person that gets upset if you don't wish me happy birthday. So I might be biased in this answer. I don't think it's a big deal. I just don't think it's a big deal. Maybe they didn't feel like posting you, but also why are you so pressed that they didn't want to post you? I think that's something that you have to now explore and think about. Because what is it about not being posted that is triggering something for you? Why do you feel away? Because if someone wishes me happy birthday and they don't post me on their story, I don't care, because it's their story. They can do what they want. Why do you care? You know, you need to ruminate on that one, babe. I have no idea how to meet new people and become friends. She's a girl. She's talking about the other girls. She said in brackets. I'll tell you how I made my new friends this year. Last year, I made a proper friend of Iwoma. And we made friends because we were intentional about meeting up more. We met up a lot more last year. And the more that I spoke to her and the more she spoke to me, the more we saw that we had like a lot of the same values. And my other new friend that I made last year is Monet. And we made friends through Iwoma. And Iwoma literally introduced us on her birthday. And that's how we made friends. So I made friends through my other friends. So if you ask your friends if they have other friends that you could be introduced to, my sponge is too wet, so I need to dry that. Okay, that's better. So if you tell your friends that you want to make more friends, and they can introduce you to their friends, and then you can all be friends. Another way to make friends is to go to classes on your own. Go to exercise classes, go to Pilates. I always see cute girls at Pilates every time I go, and they look really fun. Like, they look like people I would want to be friends with. And I think it's also like being a bit vulnerable and putting yourself out there. Like, in my vlog, you guys will see that I hang out with Bianca. She's a new friend. We made friends in 2022. So not that new, but kind of new. And we made friends because I literally messaged her. We had some mutuals online, but I literally messaged her and I was like, hey, like, you're Jamaican, I'm Jamaican, so I think we should go and get food. I feel like that's literally what I said, like, word for word. And when we met up, because Bianca's reserved, like, she's quiet, so she was probably side me up thinking, like, who's this girl, like, so random, like, she wants to go and eat. But we got on really well after that first dinner, and we literally became friends because we were both intentional. Like, we like, oh, I like talking to you, I like talking to you too. And then, yeah, so I think you have to be intentional. And I also think you need to put yourself out there. And when I say put yourself out there, I mean for real, put yourself out there. Like, do an activity that you haven't done before, because that's how you'll be able to meet new people that are interested in the same things as you. Because everything is so online, it's not so easy to like make a new friend. Sometimes you have to go out and do it. Like, the other day I went to Pottery and I saw that there were like so many like nice cute girls there, and I was like, oh, like, I could low-key like strike up a convo right now and make friends with someone. Do more things on your own and you will see other people who are just vibing, and you can just make friends with them. I'm using Laguna 04, and this is NARS to Contorte. Have you ever gone through a phase of hating everyone? How did you solve the problem? I wouldn't say I've gone through a phase of hating everyone, but I've gone through, you know, that's those phases where you like don't like anything and you just want to change your whole life, and you're just like, oh my god, I hate my hair, I don't want to have this hairstyle anymore, I need to go gym, I need to do that. Like, I've had that type of feeling, and I feel like the best thing to do if you feel like you hate everyone is rationalize and acknowledge that you don't hate everyone. It's impossible to hate everyone. There's like 8 billion people on the earth, or some crazy number like that. So first of all, let's acknowledge that you don't hate everyone. And second thing is, if you have this deep and strong emotion about something, I think it's indicative of the fact that there's some area of your life that you're really not happy with, and there's room for you to work on it. So maybe this is the NARS liquid blush. I have a feeling that it's discontinued, but double check. So yeah, if there's an area in your life that you're feeling like it could be your diet. It could be like, oh, I'm not happy about the way that I'm eating or how I feel after I eat. And also, a lot of the times, like, when you eat something and you don't feel amazing, it could be like an intolerance thing. And I feel like not a lot of people talk about that. Like, you could be eating, like, I don't know, what's something people are allergic to? Eggs. You could be eating a lot of eggs. It's a good source of protein and but you always feeling sick, and you're like, why do I always feel bad? And then you've come to find out, like, if you eliminate it from your diet, then you're like, oh, I feel so much better. You are intolerant to eggs. So it could be you're upset about another area of your life and you're sort of projecting that feeling into something else. I think that happens a lot with people and their emotions. You're feeling frustration about something, and then it gets displaced or misplaced, and then you put it onto something else when you're really frustrated about, you know, the fact that you want a new car and you can't get the new car right now, but you put that onto, like, your friend is annoying you even though she isn't. You just are annoyed about your car. This is going to be long. So I've never been the prettiest, but I've always had good character. Over the last 2 years, I've lost 23 kilograms, so my body has changed a lot. I feel more confident and comfortable. My only thing is I'm still not pretty in the eyes of men. And then she sent me a longer message. I've never made men the focus point, so please, I pray people don't think I believe men or the be-all and end-all, but one never approached. I know I'm still young, 20, but at my age, all my friends have been in a talking stage or have been approached. Most times I'm okay, but recently it's been getting to me to the point I don't want to go to parties or anything because it always ends with me being off to some corner at the side just watching. What's worse is my friends always wonder how I've never been on a talking stage yet. Like, women call me pretty a lot, but still, I don't know. Okay, this is a complicated question. First of all, I think when you lose a lot of weight and your body changes a lot, that's a thing to deal with. The problem with desirability is that it's really superficial and shallow, and a lot of people's options or preferences are really deeply embedded in these desirability politics. So when we get women, or when there are women who don't feel desirable, it's nothing to do with how they look and how they are as a person, but more to do with the way that people's preferences are shaped by all the big factors and things that we know. So I don't really know if I have advice to you per se, because it's reflecting a larger issue. I know that's not like the best help ever, but I don't want to tell you that like you need to change your look or you need to like wear your hair a certain way, because I don't think that would be helpful in the long run to your self-esteem. If it's like, in order to date romantically, I have to wear my hair like this or I have to dress like that, I don't think that that would be useful to you. And whilst I can say that we should decenter men, which I really thoroughly believe wholeheartedly, I understand how it must feel isolating and lonely because in your friendship group, your friends are having these like romantic relationships with men. But that is the only thing I can say. Like, you have to decenter dating and men, or even if, you know what, let's just say you don't even center it. It's just like, okay, this is a thing that's happening that's kind of annoying. You have to focus on something else completely different. And if that means that you don't date for a while, it's gonna have to just be, I'm not dating for a while. Most of my friends who are in relationships now, to get into those relationships, they weren't like actively wondering or looking to date. They just were like, I'm gonna do something else. Because I can honestly and truly say to you that men don't slap like that. And also, alongside that, I think when you're doing your own thing, you attract more people that are into the same things that you're into. And if you want to be like very intentional about like dating, if you're like, you know what, I actually want to date, I want a boyfriend, then I think you have to strategically place yourself in places where people you like hang out. So if you're like really into music, then it means that you need to visit those bars where they have like vinyl records, or go to those events where they do like more like spoken word, or more like cafe settings, or more like jazz cafe, rather than like going to a party. If you know that that party situation ends up in you feeling like you're the one left out. It's quite a long and complicated answer, and I probably will never like adequately be able to answer that, but that is the best advice I think I have at the moment. Just getting the boring part out of the way and doing some face powder. This is the light reflecting setting powder. Okay, next up, I've got another long one. This is the NARS blush in Liberté. I was putting more blush than I need because why not? He's not where he wants to be in life. School, money, achievements. And I know it has to do with his traumas, but we both also know he has a victim mindset. You need to leave. I don't even need to read the rest of this. He is wildly irresponsible and lacks discipline. I'm very different from that, and for the longest it didn't bother me much, but it's starting to, and I am unconsciously detaching myself from him. What should I do? I love him and care for him, but he's been complaining about the exact same struggles for over a year now. I've tried the pep talks, I've tried helping him out. He owes me $300, girl, but nothing works. let me tell you, you need to leave that man. And one thing that I feel like men are very good at is like when things are not going good for them, they're very good at like making you feel like they really, really need you to help them out of this situation. And I feel like when you help them too much, they start to just resent you almost for helping them, like because they wanted to be the breadwinner. And like some guys are very old school in that thinking. And you said he has a victim mentality. I just sounds like it's time to wrap that one up. Is it that you guys were younger when you got together? Because you know we're still in our 20s, so I get the vibe. But if it's like I'm even you need to go. Because if it was the other way around and you really needed help and support and you had a victim mentality, he would not be there for you. He would not be there to support you. And even still, that's not a reason to leave him, but simply the fact that you have been trying to uplift him and support him. You've loaned him money, you've given him like emotional support, and he has not been able to meet your needs, and on top of that is still being draining. I think it's time to call the relationship quits. That sounds like he doesn't want to get better and he doesn't want to improve his life. And someone like that will also, like, if you start to improve, they'll be jealous of you and they'll like try to sabotage what you have going on. So I think it's time to wrap that one up and keep it moving, you know? Sometimes we need that. I wish more girls would just end things before it gets too serious, before you have a child, before all these other things happen, and then you have so many ties to the person. Whilst you are still free, just go. My boyfriend said at a dinner with his friends and me that his dream girl is Madison Beer in front of everyone. Do you see what I mean? I feel like guys will just say stuff and they don't think about the consequences of what they say. Like, what do you mean your dream girl is someone else and you're sitting next to me, your partner? That's really inconsiderate of him as well. I'm not really sure what type of reaction he wanted to get out of you or his friends by saying that. And I think one of the goals seems to be to make you feel uncomfortable, because how would you feel comfortable if someone said something like that at a dinner party or like with your friends? There's a bit of a red flag there, just because like I feel like if I asked my boyfriend, babe, can you answer a question for me? You don't have to come on camera. No, you don't need to be on camera. It's just really random. You can stay there, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Who's your dream girl? Okay. Exactly. So I just feel like if your boyfriend is saying his dream girl is someone else in front of you and your friends, like, that's crazy. So I personally feel like more people need to leave relationships. Life has been set up so that like it's easier to rent because there's two of you, it's easier to do the food shopping because there's two of you, but we need to start prioritizing leaving these men when they say crazy things. Because why do you feel like you can say that in front of me? Why do you feel like you can say that at all? If that's what you say, is that what you believe? And if you believe that, then we need to break up. Simple. Not a dilemma, but any advice on how to deal with heartbreak? Okay, my best advice is to go outside, get out of your house, go for long walks, spend some time with your friends, lean into what you love doing, like go back to your hobbies, find new hobbies. There's so many ways to like sort of heal yourself and like get back to your, you know, your most fun and most pure and like angelic self after a relationship. So doing those things will definitely help. It won't like make the pain go away, but it will help you to discover yourself in a new way and like the you after that experience. I've been dating a guy and it's so hard to get reassurance from him. I feel stuck because I really like him. When a man tells you something, believe him. If he does not reassure you and you like reassurance, if your love language is words of affirmation and he does not affirm you, believe him. He doesn't like you that much. And if he liked you that much, he would make an effort to do what you like and what you wanted. And I think it's so simple. I really do not believe that relationships should be complicated. Most men will show you what they think about you, and you should just believe them. Take it at face value. Don't try to read into it. Don't try to like, oh, maybe he really means this. He means what he said he means. If you told him you have a stomach ache, please can you bring me paracetamol, and he comes back and there's no paracetamol, so you don't care that I'm in pain, or it's not important to you that I'm in pain. It's very, very simple. You want reassurance, he doesn't reassure you, he doesn't like you that much. That's it. Guys, they're very open with that type of stuff. I feel like they don't pretend to like you unless they're getting something out of it. So maybe it's like he's benefiting from, like, I don't know, maybe you're letting him stay around a lot. Maybe you're a really great cook. Maybe you really support him emotionally. Maybe you wash his clothes. I don't know. But guys are good at staying around if it benefits them. So clearly he is the one benefiting if you are still feeling emotionally empty from being around him, you know? This one's a bit complicated. I think she's speaking to two guys. One who I've been on and off with for 2 years, and the second guy who I met at uni, but I wasn't the most faithful, so he has trust issues. And we've been on and off for 2 years, but now it seems quite steady and he's being consistent. But I still really like the first guy. I even saw him on holiday and I just can't let the situation go. Help, please. And they both don't know I'm dating other people, so I feel bad. If you're stuck between two people, I feel like if you liked either of them enough, you would have chosen them. I feel like you being like so stuck between them, do you like either of them enough? Because I think if you like someone, hold on, let me do this lip liner. I'm mixing two, so the first one was chestnut and this one is coffee. And I'm using these half lashes from Eyelaw. They're the number 008. I feel like my answer was so short, but that's literally what I think. Because I just feel like when you like someone, you're never like stuck between them and someone else. Like if I've been that way, it's because I don't like either of them enough, or someone has a quality that's like annoying me, but I haven't admitted how annoying it is. Also, I feel like, if anything, I feel like if you've been on and off with someone for 2 years and like they're only now just being consistent, I don't really think that's the type of person you want long term, because it sounds like they're not super reliable. But yeah, I feel like it sounds like you don't like either of them enough. The other one who you went on holiday with, I think it just sounds like a bit of fun. So if you're just gonna have fun, then have your fun, period, as you should. But I think you should just say that you're gonna have fun and not take it too seriously, you know? This is the NARS Power Matte Lip Pencil. I think these are new. I went to like the event yesterday. This is in the shade Take Me Home. That's really pretty. I might leave it matte. I never leave my lips matte. Today is a new day. Okay, last question. I got my undergrad degree in 2022, started my big girl job in summer 2023, and now I don't really like my career because it's not exactly in my field. I am hesitating between getting my master's degree and broadening my chances into getting my field, and just looking for a new job that matches my interests through networking and stuff. I just want to be challenged more because I'm really not fulfilled in my career right now, and I feel like getting my master's will bring me that. I'm scared if I actually find a job in my field, it will end up just being redundant and just another office job. Anyways, I'm rambling now, but would really appreciate your advice. Okay. I think if you really, really want an office job, I love the smell of Fix Plus. if you really want a new job, I think you should apply for some jobs in your field, your desired field, and see if you get an interview, see how far you get with applying for a different type of job. I think at the moment you're just like speculating based on things that have not happened yet. So you can only know by trying. First, you should try to apply for a different type of job, the one that you want to do, more closely aligned to your goals. And if you get that job, you can also do that job for a while. And if you don't like that job, you can apply for the master's. Don't have like a mindset that if this thing does not work out, then that's the end of everything forever. Amen. Like, that's not true. You can do one thing and then do the next thing afterwards if you don't like the first thing. And I literally saw a quote on TikTok, and it said the best thing about making a mistake is that you get to fix it. Simple. And the thing I always say to myself and to everyone who is my friend is doing one thing will get you to the next. So you have to do that first thing to figure out if you like that thing. And if you don't like the thing, you can do the other thing. So just do something and then you'll have an answer. The face is facing. Thank you so much for sending in all your dilemmas. I love talking to you guys and getting to know you more. And I feel like low-key, we are all living the same life. Let me know if I should make it a monthly thing. We can do it every now and then, just to keep the vibes going and to keep you guys on the right track, because clearly you need me to tell you are acting crazy. Let's reel it in. I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Keep the good vibes going. Love you long time. Until the next one.